The Mysterious Jungle and the Secret of Witch Saloni. A long time ago, near a small hill village, there was a dense and mysterious forest, a place villagers only dared whisper about. It was called the Forest of Darkness. People said a witch lived there. Her name was Saloni. But no one had ever truly seen her. There were only stories, mysterious, frightening, and incomplete. Mira, curious and brave 10-year-old girl, lived in the same village with her grandparents. Unlike other children, she wasn't afraid of the forest tales. Instead, she wanted to uncover the truth behind them. One stormy night, when lightning flashed in the sky and the wind whispered strange things, Mira's grandmother said, "Whenever you see glowing blue lights in the forest, it means Saloni has awakened." Mira's eyes sparkled. The very next day, she made up her mind. She would uncover the secret of the Forest of Darkness. With a small torch, a notebook, and a jasmine garland gifted by her mother, Mira set out toward the forest. As soon as she stepped among the trees, the air changed. The birds went silent. Suddenly, the ground beneath her collapsed, and she fell into a deep pit. She shakily stood up. The pit was deep, but strangely warm. Soft blue lights glowed along the walls, just like her grandmother had described. Suddenly, her torch flickered, and a shadowy figure appeared. A tall, dark silhouette. Its face was unclear, but the eyes glowed. Bright blue. "How did you get here, child?" a soft yet echoing voice spoke. Mira trembled but said, "I want to know the truth about the witch." For a moment, there was silence. Then the figure smiled and vanished into thin air. Suddenly, the walls opened, and Mira found herself in a magical cave. Strange symbols covered the cave walls, as if written in an ancient language. At the center stood a large ball filled with shimmering blue water. As Mira peered in, face emerged. Saloni's. But she wasn't like the terrifying tales. Her eyes were sorrowful. Her face, full of compassion. "Everyone believes I'm evil," she said softly. "But no one ever listened to my story." Mira's heart raced. "Then tell me, what is your story?" But just then, chilling screams echoed from the cave walls. The blue lights turned red, and booming words filled the air. "If you awaken the truth, the darkness will awaken too." The cave began to shake. Mira ran out, but the jungle had changed. Trees were moving, black smoke rose from the ground, and shadows drifted through the air, chasing Mira. Suddenly, hand emerged from a tree root, rotten, but alive. Mira screamed, but her jasmine garland glowed, and the hand vanished. Saloni's voice echoed again. "Time is running out, Mira. If you want the truth, you must pass through the next door. But remember, every truth comes at a cost." Mira saw a secret doorway opening beneath a waterfall. She stepped through, and entered a completely different world. A glowing jungle, full of flowers. But something was wrong. Birds were flying backwards, trees hung upside down, and time had stopped. An old owl said, "This is Saloni's truth. Her story is trapped here, in the wave of time." Mira was confused. "But why?" The owl replied gently, "Because when someone tries to reveal the truth, the world calls them mad, or a witch." Mira continued walking. At every turn, piece of Saloni's story was revealed, a girl cast out by her village for being different, for being able to talk to animals, for understanding the language of trees. Tears welled up in Mira's eyes. She wasn't witch, she was a guardian of nature. Suddenly, the ground shook. Massive black door appeared before her, engraved with The door of final truth. As Mira tried to open it, a deafening scream echoed. The sky tore open, blue fire raged across the land, and the door slammed shut on its own. Saloni's sorrowful voice whispered once more. "You are not ready, not yet." Mira sat before the door, questions in her eyes, courage in her heart, and thousands of mysteries in her mind. Was Saloni truly a protector, or just an illusion? Will Mira ever open the final door? And are the spirits of the forest truly evil, or guardians of a deeper truth? Find out in the next chapter, Mira's new journey and the untold story of Saloni. Message: not everything that looks scary is truly frightening. Sometimes, behind the fear hides a pain, a story, and sometimes, heroine.